set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taking in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Bengals are going to take possession. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that is taken in by Hurst. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. 11, 11.
Mixon is in. Touchdown Bengals. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw on 2nd and 6. Watson. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. This is taken at about the 14. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs.
4th and short, and in this part of the field, you just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team, saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
12, 12, 12.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 49 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll find Schwartz complete right side. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. On the return, Hardy. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Burrow. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
11.
Burrow on play action. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Watson going up top. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They go play action with Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know, every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And again, it's Chubb. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Watson on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Hardy set to return. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide.
So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
I'm fine, ready?
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
11 MT, take. 11,
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second and goal from the 6 this time. A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's a quick throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11, 11, 11.
It's Mixon on the counter. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
11, 11.
On third down, Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got it. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
11 MT, tape. 11, 12, 12, 12.
To the air again, Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown. Dan Arnold. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now a turn and a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7.
11.
This is 3rd and 8.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Take it in at the 22. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 30 on second down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pearson. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To the air yet again, Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. gun. It's a give to Chubb. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second and 5 now. Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
York able to send this one through. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Here we go.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here we go with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit.